Hi, my name is Severiche. I am a student bachelor degree in foreign language with emphasis in English. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the role of the material designer. The one question is, what was the conception of material development decades ago? In those decades, the conception before the elaboration of material was somewhat conditioned for the teaching learning progress, because teachers were not interested in studying the methods or applying the methodology for the learning need of students. What does developing material demand from teachers give at least six demands and explain them. The creation of material required reasoning and studies that help teachers to implement or encourage the development of new material for the evolution of knowledge. 1. Able to see a student as holistic, unique individuals. One of the main characteristics required for the development of material is that the teacher is willing to know the ability and skill of each student, willing to devote time to teach with language. This requirement refers to the importance that the teacher must give to the environment generated in the classroom, since it is essential that the teacher generates confidence and joy at the moment of teaching. 2. Ready to innovate in their teaching practice. It is more than relevant to take into account innovate in teaching. Some students nowadays move in a formidable way in which the old distract them, but the new excites them and motivates them to learn. 4. Willing to take and make teaching decisions. The teacher must confront and analyze each decision to be made through the behavior of the student in the performance of this pedagogy, since it is essential that the implementation of the pedagogy favor the process and the evolution of learning of teaching. 5. Fun or facilitating the student learning process avoid their frustration. Situations arise where students feel frustrated with certain activities, so it is important that the teacher implements methods or techniques that significantly facilitate the learning or acquisition of knowledge by the student. 6. Keying on minimizing differences and maximizing similarities among students. The teacher implements inclusion with students in terms of respect, thus generating an environment of interaction and connection between the classmates and teachers. The next question is, what are the components of creating and adapting didactic learning materials? Component of the creation and adaptation of didactic learning material. Need assessment. These components refer to development of material regarding the use of need assessment instructions that contain aspects that influence teacher decision making, as they help strengthen teaching and meaningful student learning. The next is selecting and developing material and activities. The selection of material and activity for a student must be appropriate, so the practice and learning activity must be carried out in a skilled and planned manner that generates confidence, self-esteem, and performance of a student in a meaningful way in the performance. The next is organization of content and activity. It is referred to the development of material where the content and activity must be structured in different ways, which are construction, recycling, and sequencing approach. So next is evaluation. This component is carried out in the course of the lesson of the core or subject. It is a useful tool for the teacher since it helps her to check the level of knowledge of the students. The next is resources and constraints. Teachers must be resourceful and creative to adapt to change and give a realistic feel to the creation of materials. The final question is, in your opinion, what is the principal role of the teacher when designing language learning materials? To be guide for a innovative development of learning where he creates a comfortable, soothing and relaxed environment, allowing him to adapt his way of teaching to the needs and abilities in a group and individual way. It is reference. Thank you very much for your attention.